Good morning. Today is August 8th, 2024, and we just had the US initial jobless claim report, and markets moved higher on that, and we were balancing overnight inside Monday's range. We tried getting lower and we found buyers right in the same spike, in the same excess that we found Monday. You can see, if you look at this profile, if you look at the footprints, you can see that there's a lot of absorption in this area, and you can see that yesterday when we got there, you see this little volume here. We also had some volume coming in there and overnight too. So this is an area to watch, the 5200s. There was a lot of absorption on Monday. So now all this inventory is being moved up here. We left some spike with some low volume area, and now we're moving inside yesterday's value and inside Tuesday's value. And yesterday we left very poor structure after a nice overnight rally, which, you know, it looked like it was going to move higher, but it was having a hard time. We balanced throughout the session, then we sold off pretty hard, leaving one set of single prints. So today maybe we'll just keep, as I mentioned last night on the note, we might take this range and then start filling it up with volume, and it looks like this is what's starting to happen now. We have this value area couldn't hold, so we came back down. This one now is not holding, so now we're kind of like filling up this volume. I think that's what's going to happen. So because you can see that this area was a lot of buying took place in this area. So I don't know if the market is ready for the next leg down. If there was support here before, we still have an unfilled gap. We have a low volume node. So, you know, if we lose this area, then there's really, you know, way more room to the downside, and we can really start picking up some speed to the downside. But for now, it looks like this is balance, is 3-day balance. Maybe this is going to be the 4th day. There's a clear low volume node here at 5380. That's going to be resistance if we get there, and then, you know, move around in this area, fill it up with volume. So basically for today, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at which is the value area that the traders are accepting. So instead of trading price, look at value. Look at where value is. Like clearly value acceptance, clearly rejection up here. We came down here, and now we're rejecting this value also and coming back into this area. So if you keep that in mind, then it's gonna make sense as to what the next move should be, right? So now obviously if we lose this low volume node, we're gonna be trading inside Monday's value, and then we're likely gonna retest this lows. But as long as we stay in here, we might repair this single print and retest this. If we test this, if we clean up the single prints, then look at value area from yesterday and retest this previous week's low area. I think that's pretty much about it for ES. I don't think there's any. I don't know. I would be very surprised if we take this highs and make new highs here. Given that there's strong sellers in this market, but if for some reason we get above the 53.80, then I will be looking to trade inside the spike, as I said yesterday, and then maybe fill this gap. But that will be a big range in comparison to what we've been having. Even yesterday's range was bigger than this range, the Monday's range. So I mean, we are having a lot of volatility still, so be careful out there. Trade small and wait for your setups. There's no, there's plenty of opportunity in this market. Okay, let's see. The way I like to trade this kind of stuff is very simple, and it's when I see something like this, when I see a clear up move or down move that puts some volume, establishes a little bit of acceptance, living in a low volume node. I like to take longs in this area the first time we retest it. Those are high probability trades, and that's basically how I've been trading them, and it works more times than it doesn't. Of course, sometimes it doesn't work. Nothing works all the time, but these are very high probability setups. If you in this case, I will put an order somewhere around here on that retest down. You can see there's a high volume node, so maybe have my stop below that, and then long around here, target the middle of the range, and see if we can just scalp a few points. But I do that over and over and over, so it works for me. Okay, NQ. It's the same story, except that it's very close to that weekly low. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is a different low. This is the previous week's low. But basically the same thing. It left a lot of poor structure here, and looking on the way up, if we can repair all this, and then see if we can come back into this upper distribution above 18,400. If it comes back above 18,400, then the target becomes 18,520. And then below that, we're trading inside this distribution right here between 240 and 880. But if you trade, the scenario is very similar to ES. And the other thing that you want to look at is on a big range like this, the previous day's half back, which is we're now testing on both ES and Q. The previous day's half is very important. So trading above it is more bullish. Trading below it is less. It's a little more bearish. Crude oil, it's on a triple distribution. You can see one here, one from 76 to 74.30, and one from 74.30 to 72-ish. So, basically what I'm looking at is if you're in this distribution, you fade the edges back to the middle to the highest volume node at 75.20. So short from 76 to 75.20, longs from 74.30 into this 74.80 and 75.20. If we get below 74.30, then target 73.60, and if we get above 76, then target 76.70 first, and then 77.20. That's exactly the same thing that I was saying before, but on the longer time frame. That's how you can look at it and see what the next move is. Of course, not all the time is as clean as I'm saying it, but that's when you see strong buyers above, and you see that we're holding about 76, this becomes a clear target. Gold. Gold is the same scenario as yesterday. We're still balancing here with a little bit of resistance here at 24.58, and the point of control is down here at 24.35. As the 20-day point of control shifted here, and the 5-day point of control shifted here. So you see that right now we just attempted to break this area where we couldn't make it, and now we're coming down, and we're likely gonna retest this point of control. All right, I hear that. I see that now we're above half back on both ES and NQ, so still buyers are still pushing. So I'm expecting this 5300 level to be tested and likely moving into this area and attempt to sweep through value again. All right, good luck everybody, and I have to leave early today, but I'll be back in the afternoon.